Let me ask you something. What if I told you that there are just two simple words, only two, that can make you instantly more attractive to women? No, it's not nice car or bank account. And definitely not free food. These two words are so powerful, they come straight from ancient wisdom. Yet most modern guys have never even thought of them. Once you understand them, everything changes. Your vibe changes. Your energy changes. And women, they notice. Oh, they notice. So stick with me, because I'm about to reveal what those words are and how to actually live them. And no, this isn't some cringy pickup line. This is Stoicism. Let's dive in. Now, before we get into the magic words, let me tell you a quick story. There's this guy. Let's call him Mike. Mike is your average dude. Decent job, decent looks, not a model, not a millionaire. Just Mike. Mike goes on a date with a girl named Sarah. Sarah is beautiful, funny, smart, the kind of woman that makes your brain stop working for a second. Mike tries really hard to impress her. He compliments her 47 times. He laughs at jokes that aren't even funny. He agrees with everything she says. Even when she says pineapple belongs on pizza, Mike hates pineapple. At the end of the date, Sarah smiles politely and says, "You're sweet." Translation, you're nice, but meh. Now here's the twist. Sarah goes on another date the next day with a guy named Leo. Leo is calm, confident, doesn't say much, doesn't try too hard, doesn't laugh unless he actually thinks something is funny. When Sarah talks, Leo listens, but he doesn't nod like a bobblehead. He responds with honesty. He even disagrees, respectfully, but stands his ground. At the end of the date, Sarah can't stop thinking about him. So what's the difference? Why was Sarah obsessed with Leo, but not with Mike? Two words. So what? Yep, that's it. Those are the magic words. So what? And if you're confused right now, perfect, keep watching. Because this is where it gets juicy. You see, most guys live in constant reaction mode. They're desperate for validation, for approval, for a woman to like them. So when something doesn't go their way, they panic. She doesn't text back, they freak out. She seems cold. They overthink. She says she's just looking for a friend. They write 12 paragraphs explaining why they're different. Leo? Leo hears that stuff and says, so what? It's not rude. It's not careless. It's stoic. Let me explain. Control what you can. Let go of what you can't. Stoicism is about emotional self-control, about staying grounded no matter what chaos is happening around you. The ancient Stoics, guys like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, taught that most of our suffering comes from wanting things to go our way all the time. But life doesn't care about your plans, and neither does dating. So the Stoic man, the attractive man, learns to say, so what? To everything outside his control. She ghosted you? So what? Her loss. She said you're not her type? So what? You don't need to be everyone's type. She liked another guy? So what? You're not in competition with anyone. See how powerful that is? So what isn't about not caring. It's about caring about the right things. It's not about giving up. It's about letting go of things you never had control over in the first place. And that kind of calm confidence, that quiet inner strength, women feel it. They feel it in your tone, your body language, your energy. It's not what you say, it's the vibe behind it. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're texting a girl and she takes 5 hours to respond with LOL. The insecure guy, he panics, starts thinking, did I say something wrong? Should I double text? Should I send a meme? Should I wait 3 days to respond so I look cool? The Stoic guy? So what? He's not playing games. He has a life, he's working out, building his career, hanging with friends, learning new skills, reading books that don't have dragons on the cover. Okay, maybe one dragon. The point is, he's not waiting around for validation because he validates himself, and that is magnetic. Here's another one. Let's say you're on a date, and the girl says, I don't usually date guys shorter than me. Oof, that hurts, right? But the insecure guy, he'll try to compensate. Oh, well, I'm still a great guy. I have a great personality. Look, I brought flowers. The Stoic guy? So what? He smiles. Maybe even jokes. That's okay. I only date girls taller than me anyway. Gotta pass me the salt from the top shelf. Boom. The whole energy shifts. Why? Because when you don't take rejection personally, when you stay centered, you show her that you're not just another guy trying to please her. You're a man who's already whole. Let's take it up a notch. Ever been in a relationship where you felt like you were chasing her? Like every time you did something nice, she pulled away? Here's the truth. Women don't fall for the guy who chases. They fall for the guy who leads. And leadership starts with emotional strength. When you say, so what, to drama, to games, to mixed signals, you stop reacting. And when you stop reacting, she starts wondering, wait, why isn't he chasing me? Why isn't he trying harder? Is he not afraid to lose me? And guess what happens when she starts wondering? She starts chasing you. Here's a little secret no one tells you. Women don't fall in love with guys who beg for attention. They fall for the ones who are okay with walking away. Not because they don't care, but because they respect themselves more than they crave approval. And that's where Stoicism becomes your secret weapon. You ever seen a guy walk into a room, say almost nothing, but still every woman notices him? It's not because he's a supermodel, it's because he walks like he knows his value. He talks like he doesn't need to prove anything. He acts like, whatever happens, he'll be fine. That's so what energy. That's Stoicism in motion. Now look, I'm not saying go around yelling so what in everyone's face like a grumpy grandpa. It's not about being cold. It's about being calm. It's not about being a jerk. It's about being unshakable. There's a difference. The insecure guy gets thrown off by everything. A weird look, a delay in text, a comment from a friend. The Stoic guy, he chooses his battles. He doesn't overreact. He moves through life like a mountain in a storm, strong, silent, and still. And that is irresistible. Let's tie it all together. You want to attract women? Stop chasing. Stop begging. Stop overthinking. And start embodying those two magic words. So what? Because when you say, so what, to rejection, you become fearless. When you say, so what, to her opinion, you become confident. When you say, so what, to your own fears, you become free. And when you're fearless, confident, and free, women feel that. They respect it. They're drawn to it. Not because you're trying to impress them, but because you're too busy living your life. Remember, the most attractive man in the room isn't the loudest. He's the one who doesn't need to be noticed. The man who's calm when others panic. The man who's stable when others are emotional. The man who can hear no and still smile. That's the man women chase. That's the man you become when you master those two magic words. So what? If this resonated with you, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment saying, I'm done chasing. Because from today forward, you're not the guy who begs. You're the guy who chooses. You're the man who walks with purpose. You're stoic, you're strong, and you're just getting started. Catch you in the next one.